Hi, I'm Suneet Varma. Thank you, FDCI, for inviting me to be part of this debate and this conversation. As you can see, my hair is very long and spiky. It's also the after effect of the lockdown. So we're all locked in, everyone is waiting and wondering when this will end and when we can get on with our lives. Um, Brief answers as to how this COVID-19 will affect the festive buying. Most certainly, there will be a massive shift in terms of how people will want to spend their money, when they will want to spend their money, and will they want to spend it at all. Which also means that yes, a lot of the weddings will get cancelled, have gotten cancelled. All our trunk shows have been put on hold for now. People are not really planning many celebrations. So I think people will buy, people may buy, but they will buy more carefully, as they should, because the future seems a little bit more uncertain right now. But the great thing about that is that the Hermes store reopened in China as of last week, when China opened its lockdown, and did the maximum sale of $2.7 million in one day. So there's a likelihood that people might reverse that thought and also spend a lot of money and may want to live in the moment and enjoy their wealth. So we'll have to wait and watch. There will be a very massive shift in terms of how people position themselves, how they position their brand, how they position themselves as a company that actually looks at more specific details, more emotional connect with clientele. Whether it means home selling, whether it means special discounts, whether it means creating special orders with some special campaign for the bride, the groom, the family. And I think it will be about that. It's almost like how we used to function almost 2 decades ago, or 25 years ago. We've actually had families, some diamond merchants from Antwerp, who would walk into my studio and factory in Arjunagar in Sedlaja and bring their own breakfast every morning and sit there for 4 days and ordering clothes for about 50 people in the family. And I think there was a very interesting time. We may have to almost go back to that because the whole idea of social distancing, of not being able to be in crowded spaces, not being able to be in malls, not being able to be in retail spaces, is something that the world over, and India and specifically, will have to adhere to. So yes, I think I wouldn't necessarily say a campaign, but I would say making an emotional connect with the clientele and being able to deliver something that feels a little extra special to them is something that we've definitely been thinking about and to plan ahead. I think in today's digital age, imagery is everything. Nobody wants to read too much. Everybody wants to look at great imagery and imagine themselves in it, or how it would suit their occasions or their functions or their personality, how they can tweak it a little bit and make it more appropriate to themselves. I think this is the most important thing, and that is going to be the big challenge ahead. How do you continue to sell to a worldwide audience? Because we have clients from Antwerp to London to Hong Kong to Dubai to Jakarta, to the US, California, and how do you actually still reach out to that clientele? And then once this whole COVID thing dies down, how do you engage them? How do you excite them? How do you keep them interested in your product, in your brand? And I think, and actually translate that to sales. So I think imagery is key. Whether you shoot it very creatively, you make short, interesting videos, you talk about the brand, the promotion, maybe possibly the deal that you can offer to them, but definitely that is the way forward.